You ever feel like your friends just don't care about the things that you care about? Or maybe not just care, but actively ignore or avoid your creative work altogether? Like you're pouring your heart into something that means a lot to you, and you share it with the people closest to you, and the reaction is just crickets. You know, like you've just launched a rocket to the moon, and everyone's just like, cool, that's it. And look, I'm not saying it's about needing constant validation, but is it really too much to ask for a little support from the people who claim to have your back? I'm not asking them to drop everything and throw a parade every time you post something, but come on, a little acknowledgement? Maybe a hey, that's really awesome, or just a I see you, I see what you're doing every now and then? Is that so hard? But here's the thing, I feel like when you're creating, it's not just about the thing you make. It's not just a painting or a song or a video or whatever it is. It's pieces of you. When you create something, you're putting yourself out there in a way that's vulnerable. You're saying, here I am. This is me. This is my thought, my idea, my time, my energy. Take it or leave it. And when the people you care about, the people who are supposed to be your support system, don't respond, it can make you feel, well, invisible. It's like you're shouting at the top of your lungs, but nobody's even turning around to listen. And it's not even about wanting to act like it's the best thing since sliced bread. It's about feeling seen. A like on Instagram, a quick comment, or even just a text message that says, hey, I saw what you did. That's awesome. Is that so much to ask? But no, your friends are the ones who will slide into your DMs to talk about the new episode of that show you both watch, but can't even bother to say, hey, that short film you spent weeks editing was really cool. It stings. It really does. Maybe you've spent so many late nights working on something that feels really important to you. You've sacrificed sleep, time with family, maybe even your own mental health, just to bring something to life. And then you post it, and you share it, and you wait, and it's nothing. Not a single like, not a single comment, just silence. And maybe that's when the thoughts start creeping in. You start wondering if you're doing something wrong, if you're chasing the wrong dream, if you're just wasting your time. Maybe this isn't good enough, you think. Maybe I'm not good enough. But that's when it gets tricky, because you're not just dealing with the rejection of your work now. You're dealing with the rejection of yourself. Now look, I'm not trying to get all down and gloom here, but I've been there and I know how it feels. And maybe, just maybe, this is the perfect time to give yourself a little reality check. Not all friends or family members are going to get it. People get busy. They have their own lives, their own priorities. Sometimes they just don't understand what it means to create something because they've never been in your shoes. So my advice, don't take it personally. Here's the truth that took me a while to figure out. Not everyone is meant to be your audience. And not everyone has the capacity to care the way you think they should. That's not a reflection of your worth or talent. It's just how it is sometimes. People have their own lives, their own struggles, their own distractions, and sometimes it doesn't line up with your needs. And listen, you can't expect the people you know, even your closest friends, to always be the ones to give you that validation. Some people are simply not in a place where they can give that to you. They might not know how to appreciate it, or maybe they're just not wired to recognize what goes into creating something. I mean, think about it. When you share something you've made, you're sharing a piece of yourself. You're opening yourself up to the world, and that's not always easy for other people to understand. And honestly, sometimes it can be a little intimidating. They might even feel insecure because you're putting yourself out there in ways they can't. It's not about you, it's about them. But here's the flip side of that. The world is huge, and it's full of people who will see you, who will appreciate what you're doing, who will love the things you create. You just haven't found them yet. And that's okay. Not everyone you know is supposed to be your audience, and that's why it's so important to build a community of like-minded people who do get it. Sometimes you'll post something and some random person in another part of the world will comment, "This changed my life," and that'll hit different. That will make you feel like all the effort was worth it. Because it's not about them knowing you, it's about the impact of what you create, the message you put out into the world. And that's your power. And you know, sometimes it's not even about the big comments or the huge milestones. Sometimes it's just about doing the work for the sake of doing the work. The satisfaction of creating something that matters to you, even if no one else notices, I think that's the real test. Whether or not you can keep it going when no one else is paying attention, because that's when it matters most, when no one's looking. and you still choose to create. That's how you know this is what you're meant to do. So if you're feeling invisible or like your friends don't care, don't sweat it. Don't let it stop you from creating. Keep going. Keep sharing. The right people will find you, and the ones who don't, well, they'll catch up when they realize what they've missed. And if you're watching this and you're feeling down, I want you to know what you create matters. It matters to you, and eventually it'll matter to the right people. But anyway, guys, that's all I have for this week's video. If you did enjoy this discussion, please feel free to support the channel by subscribing, commenting down below your thoughts, and liking this video. But until next time, take care.